Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about something that I find very interesting, and that is how you think about money. Why? Well, I want to talk about this, and I find this interesting because the way that you think about money is how much money you will have. Let me explain myself. If you are somebody that is out there saying that money isn't everything, money doesn't buy happiness, money doesn't grow on trees, all these things, you probably heard that. You might have said that yourself. All those things get you away from money, get you away from being rich. So today I want to talk about what are other things that we can say, and I want to argue against those like popular sayings, and maybe suggest like why it could be wrong, in my opinion. And I believe that if you are somebody that wants to be wealthy, if you're somebody that wants to, head down the path of having a millionaire mindset, then you have to take my advice in this on this. Um, you might not be a millionaire, but if you have the mindset of a millionaire, of a billionaire, of somebody that's wealthy, you are, 100 steps farther than the next person who's just working really hard and doesn't have a good mentality. Because if you ask anybody, that successful mentality is the top like thing that makes you different from other people. So let's go over the saying, money doesn't grow on trees. I heard my parents say that all the time. I heard my grandparents say that all the time. I heard strangers say that all the time. There's a problem with this saying. It's suggesting that, getting money, it's really hard, and that maybe you can't get money like passively, which is absolutely wrong. Because you guys know that there's people that invest, and they make money on their investments without working. So that's basically money growing on trees. Like, you're planting a tree, and that tree is literally growing and is giving you fruits. That just literally, you're buying out, like, let's say you buy a rental property. From the bottom up, you build it, you remodel it, whatever. You get some tenants, and without you putting in that much work, after that initial investment and that remodeling or whatever you need to do, you can get passive income every month coming to you. Of course you're gonna have problems with that, but that's basically money growing on trees. So if you agree to that, if you subscribe to that idea, you're saying that you can't get passive income. They're saying that there's no way that you can make money without you working for it. You don't have to work for your money. You can make your money work for you. There's also just like there are bad sayings that we hear poor people say, there's also good sayings that you should be like uh, putting into your everyday, like everyday conversations and stuff. So yeah, that saying, time is money, I don't like that saying, because that again assumes that you have to work for money. That you know if you're not if you're right here doing something and you're not working, you're missing out on making more money that you can be working for, which is not true. Like, obviously you can make money from working, but that's not like the only way. you know like, time is more valuable than money. Time is more valuable than money, because you can lose money. You can lose a $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion, and you can get it back, but you can't get back the time that you lose. You know what I mean? You can't get back the time that we lose. So if we working for money all the time, all those hours that we put it in, just equals a certain amount of pay. Whatever that they pay you hourly is what you're gonna get for working. you know so yeah, time is money, but you're trading your time for your money, so you're really not maximizing your opportunities as you should. like I said, you can lose money and get it back, but if you lose time, you can't get it back. So the time that you're spending working is great, but think about it. All that time that you're working, you could be using it to do something for yourself, to start your own business, to grow your own passive income. So stop saying, if you're saying time is money, stop saying that. That might sound like a good thing. Like I know a lot of people that say that are like hustlers and stuff. They work a lot, which is great, but you're also telling yourself that you have to work for money. When in reality you should be thinking about how to make money work for you. Another mistake we all make is saying I can't do this, I can't do that, that's impossible, this is impossible. Just take those things out of your vocabulary. Don't say I can't, don't say impossible. Okay, change it. If you need to use the word impossible, like just like in a way that you're not referring to something that you can't do, more like maybe you're referring to like a possibility. Just say like that's not very likely, or use other words, because saying that's impossible just completely ruins like the chances of that happening. You know what I mean? If you are, if you right now you have like $100 in your bank account, and one of your friends says, "Oh, one day you'll be a millionaire," and you're like, that's impossible. As a joke, you even though you might want to do that and you believe in yourself, if you say that's impossible, you're putting that in your head, you're manifesting that. And I'm sorry about saying that word manifest. There's a lot of like bad connotations around it, but I'm not using it in the like weird like magic type way. Like I'm using it just to describe something. So like please like don't take that like badly. I'm just trying to say like if you say something like negative like that, you're gonna put it in your head, and then you're gonna have that like negativity, and it's gonna just be harder for you to achieve that. So stop saying impossible. Stop saying I can't. Substitute I can for I will. If you feel like you can't do something, like I used to think I couldn't go to the gym because I had to work from like 9 to 5 or whatever. I stopped saying I can't, and I figured out a way. I said I will. I said all I had to do was, I don't know how I was gonna do it, but I said I will figure out a way to, go to the gym, even though I have to go to school, I have work, all this stuff, and it's taking away my time from going to the gym. Instead of saying I can't go to the gym because of all these things, I said I will go to the gym without knowing how to do it, and I figured it out. I can go really early in the morning, or I can go late at night. It doesn't matter, but I have to, I figure it out. And when you say when you say you will do something instead of I can, or you might, or like again, if you say you might, it's better than I can, but you're still not there. You're like undecided. Like it's not very strong. So make sure that whenever you get a commit, you want to, when you know something good for yourself, don't say I can't. Say I will. Even if you don't know how, just say you will do it. Just put it out there, and then your brain will start working on a solution. You'll start working in a way to figure it out. We don't have we don't think big enough. If right now your goal could be so simple, like maybe you just want to, like maybe your goal is just to own a house, just own your own house, and make enough money to pay the bills. That's a very like simple goal, and if that's all you want, like you could get to it for sure because it's very easy. But then also, what if you don't get to it? Like you get something like a little less than that. Maybe you get an apartment and you live paycheck to paycheck, which is a little worse than that. But you can still afford everything. You just like have to struggle a little bit more, and you live in an apartment. You don't own your own house. But let's say that instead of saying that, you set up a goal to have, I don't know, $500,000, own a rental property, own a house, and have your car paid off. Let's say that's your goal. Instead, then you have way better chances of getting just that house, you know, that house paid off with maybe a good salary that you're comfortable and you know how to live paycheck to paycheck. You're more likely to get that than if you set yourself that goal of just getting the house. You know what I mean? It's like that saying, aim for the stars and you'll at least get to the moon. You know, just aim for the stars, you'll get to the moon. You'll at least get to the moon. That's what it comes down to. So just if you have a goal right now, let's say you want something, figure out how you can make that even bigger. Because like if you have a really big goal and you work super hard for it, you know, you might not get that huge goal that you set up for yourself. And I'm not saying you could get it, you know, you could get it if you work hard enough. But you for sure you will achieve something admirable, because the goal is so high and you're gonna have to put so much work that you're gonna achieve something at least, because you know, you set yourself very high. You set yourself the highest expectations, you have the highest goal. So anything, all the work that you do is gonna pay off. You're gonna achieve something honorable, at least consistency and just never giving up. And I know you hear that all the time, it's so like such a common advice, but really never give up. Like if you like something and you have a belief on that, and you know you've been working on it for a while, but you don't see any results, just don't give up. If that's really what you want for yourself, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna take time. I suggest to just keep trying, keep having a positive mindset. You know, keep those ideas that I mentioned, you know, in your head. Don't use those negative thoughts and stuff, and eventually you will get to it. I promise you. Let me just finish this video by saying this very inspirational quote that I want you guys to use in your daily lives. And that is, we don't get lucky. We make our luck by working hard every day. There's people that say that we get lucky and that some people are more lucky than others, but I don't believe in that. I believe that we make our own luck. That other person that you know, that you admire, that has a lot of money, they're not luckier than you. They made their luck. They worked so hard that they had, you know, they had no choice. Life had no choice but to give them what they wanted. They deserved it. They worked hard. They thought hard. You know, that sounds weird, but they you know, they were thinking about it. They were working hard and improving and getting better, and eventually they got what I wanted. They got what they wanted, and they made their own luck. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.